It's springtime, which means chicken time. Today we're going to talk about chickens. Let's go. Welcome to Becky's Homestead. The first thing I want to talk about is an absolute no-no. Never, ever, ever add smaller chickens in with big chickens, bigger full-grown hens. The big ones will peck the little ones and kill them. You cannot add them together when they're different sizes, which is really different ages. The little ones with the big ones. You have to make sure when you add them that they're the same size. So, basically the same size physically. The chickens can't tell age, but they definitely can tell size. An important thing to remember is during the 6 months of cold weather that you're feeding your chickens whole corn, so you get eggs all winter, is do not forget to put grit out for them to eat. They need a lot of grit to grind up the whole corn, and they have no problems doing it, and they get a lot of benefits from it. But without the grit, they cannot do it. So and grit needs to be replenished, because once it's broken down in smaller, it just passes through, and they have to keep eating more and more. So they use a lot of it grinding up the whole corn, because it's kind of tough to grind this up. So make sure in the winter you have plenty of grit available for your chickens to eat. I have a lot of chicken videos on my website, beckysHomestead.com. So if you'd like to see that, go ahead and check it out. Something that's very important to remember is you have to worm your chickens at least 3 times a year using the diatomaceous earth. The amount you should use would be 1 tablespoon per chicken in the continuous feeder that you keep in the coop. Just mix it in, because you're going to put a big scoop of food in the continuous feeder, and then just count out how many chickens you have and just put a tablespoon for each chicken in there and stir it up and let them eat it. And make sure you do that 3 times a year. One way to know if your chickens have worms is your eggs will come out dirty. If your eggs are dirty, like poopy eggs, your chickens have worms and it's time to worm them. And if that's the case, if you're like you just got chickens and the eggs are coming out poopy, you might want to do that twice in a row with the wormer, putting it in, let them eat the feeder down, and then do it a second time. And then after that, you can just do it 3 times a year and you should be all set. Always make sure when you build a coop or where you're placing your coop in your yard that the chickens have both sunshine and shade in the coop. They need both in there in order to lay eggs properly and to be healthy, so they can go whichever side they want. They can lay in the shade and cool down, or they can sunbask and do a dust bath out in the sunshine. And also, they need a nice, quiet, private spot in the coop to put the nest boxes so they lay their eggs. They don't like it busy or noisy or anything, so that's a very important aspect. If your chickens aren't laying eggs and you're trying to troubleshoot the reason, that is one of the things that you should check, is to make sure that the nesting boxes are clean, but they're also in a very quiet, private spot. So they can get in there and feel comfortable and relaxed to lay their egg. If you enjoyed this video, please push the like button. Also subscribe so you don't miss any videos. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye. You want to get this? Is Goldie right there in the bushes laying an egg? Gonna stir it up. Hey, get out of there. Excuse me. Don't put that dirty nose on Mama. No. No. Neil, don't you do it. Bobby, you're so cute. It is. But how they're all together is the cutest part.